Follow your heart, open your brain, stay in your lane, never fill somebody else's shoes. That's the fastest way to guarantee that you will lose. And some will overlook it, like yo, he ain't dropping jewels until these raps drip off the page and start socking.
It's your girl LoDo. I'm here hanging out tonight with Sean Armstrong, aka DJ Face. Sean's a producer, DJ, MC. You may be familiar with him. We featured his track "Took Control," which featured Phoenix Pagliacci and Tajay of Souls of Mischief. So Sean, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. What's up, everybody?
Well, Sean, just go ahead, just take a minute and introduce yourself, and let your future fans that aren't already familiar with you, let them know a little bit of something about you.
All right. Well, I DJ, produce, and rhyme. I was a DJ first. My DJ name is DJ Face, so I've been sticking with that. But when it came to writing rhymes, I went through a bunch of different names, but I settled on my government name, Sean Armstrong. Friends around me told me it had a nice ring to it, so I should just go ahead and use that. So that's what I've done. But I got started as a DJ. My brother taught me how to DJ, and at the time he was he's older than I am, but he was teaching himself in our parents' basement, and it was his passion. So I would study him, and it just got to the point where he told me I could either leave the room or get up and learn. So I decided to get up and learn, and it's been something I can't let go of, and that is what led me to exploring how to make beats and exploring writing and making rhymes and being an MC really. So.
Excellent. So you're part of Ninth Wonders. You're a true school DJ. So tell me, how did you get linked up with Ninth Wonder?
Well, a couple of friends of mine from Amsterdam were giving a party or throwing a party. They they do events, and so they had me come out to spin. And the night before I got on the plane is when they told me who I was going to be opening up for, and they told me Ninth Wonder, and I said, okay, great. So put myself under the pressure to get some some tricks and things together as far as music and song selections and things. So I was kind of going through that, and I was also told that Danny Castro from the Lyricist Lounge was going to be there. So it was shaping up to be a real nice event. And basically what happened was when I got there, I just did my thing. He came in while I was playing, himself and Jay Clip, and Jay Clip is a true school DJ who's in charge of adding new DJs. So when it was my turn to become one, I had that conversation with Clip, actually. But yeah, Ninth came in and was super nice, real friendly. We got along real well at the party, and it just went over so well. Everybody was having a good time. So the next day we all just kind of hung out and kicked it, and then from there it was just one conversation led to the other. Like well, let's link up when we get back to the States, and that's what happened. And the relationship just grew, and here I am, a true school DJ now. So
cool. That's a mighty big pressure dropped on you, but obviously you delivered. So
yeah.
You're also a member of the Black Jedi chapter of the Universal Zulu Nation.
Right, that's right.
So they just celebrating the 40 years. So do you have any events coming up or anything that you?
Yeah, we just so. And that was crazy in and of itself, just to speak on that for a second, just knowing what the Universal Zulu Nation stood for and hearing guys rhyme about it, a Tribe Called Quest, and, everybody else just throwing it in their rhymes. Like, I just never thought I would be a part of it. And so, yeah, Ninth got his chapter, and I've been a member now for 1 year. The chapter, there was another group before me, so there's members that have been in it for 2 years, but I'm in it for a year now, and we just went up for the anniversary, like you said, in New York. Had a great time there, met a whole bunch of luminaries and just legends in the game. And Ninth had to spend Saturday night, so we all had a good time hanging out with him doing that. But basically for me it was just meeting a bunch of people and hanging out and just experiencing. I mean, I tell you the stories about what happened, but it was just a good time. I'll just say that. But yeah, I mean, I have events coming up all the time. It'll be on the easiest way to keep track of that is on my website, which will be up when my album drops. I guess we'll get to that, but the website is djfacemusic.com. Pretty simple.
Yeah, we'll make sure we get all the links. They're gonna be attached below somewhere, some down here. All right, so that brings me into my next question. You have your new album coming out, Marble Cake Diary. So tell us a little bit about any features and content, anything that your listeners can expect.
Sure. Yeah. So the album is dropping next week, Tuesday, the 19th. And the first single was the track you guys played, the video you guys supported, Took Control, with aToJ and Phoenix. And, the second follow-up will be a song that Crisis produced, actually, called Mr. Bullyfoot. So that's coming soon, but the album will drop next week. And it's got production from the Beat Miners, Illmind, who did Took Control. He did another one, Crisis, who did two. On the album, and then a couple other members from the Soul Council, Ninth Wonder Soul Council, Amp and E. Jones, and then a few local members here that are local friends of mine, I should say, that are producers, excellent guys. So it's a good mix of music. I just I hope that people enjoy it, and basically just give it a shot.
Excellent. Yeah, on your track Took Control, on the video, you start in Phoenix Pagliacci's out at a street reporter interviewing little something so and so something something, and talking about the epidemic of whackness. I hear far too often how hip hop is dead and there's nothing good out there anymore. The golden era is gone. I listen to hip hop, but only 90s hip hop. And to me, that kind of cuts deep, because I know my crew is very strict on supporting other quality artists. We're conscious of the content that we have, and I know as a hip hop head that there's plenty of good quality artists out there.
Absolutely.
So how do you think this kind of current trend of the independent scene? I mean, I personally feel like the winds of change are upon us. So how do you feel, like, are we in a shift in hip hop right now? And what do you think the future of the independent music scene is going to be for the hip hop culture?
I agree. I think we are in a shift right now, and actually I felt this way for quite some time. But it's a slow moving shift, and I just think at this moment though we haven't reached the height of it, but we've, I think, reached more momentum than I felt in the past. So I'm actually feeling good about where things are headed right now. The internet has created an avenue for everybody and their grandmother to put something out, and I get it. And people with little to no talent are going to do what they want to do, and that's fine. But there's not a lot of people around to kind of create that balance and check, so we have to do it ourselves. And to say that hip hop is dead is kind of a bold and pretty much an ignorant statement, because it's out there. You just got to find it. You got to get on the internet. You got to search the blogs. You got to get in touch with your friends who know what's up. Like, if you don't have the time or you don't feel like searching the net, just ask some of your friends. I'm sure they know.
Absolutely.
And that's how we got to do it. But on the mainstream tip, there are some guys who are really out there, and I feel bringing it back around. And while I don't think we'll ever have a golden era again, we can come very close to it, and I think this is that time now. I think it's heading in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like you talked about Universal Zulu Nation and celebrating 40 years. And I think hip hop kind of went through that middle age, midlife crisis sort of thing. And I think it's great we see, artists like aToJ that's are, teaming up with younger artists. And I think that kind of, I had talked to someone recently about, on the b-boy scene, you always see older guys, they come back and they mentor. And that was lost a little bit, I feel, in hip hop. And I think we're starting starting to see a lot of that. You know, we're having older artists that are coming back and doing collaborations with some of these young new guys. So you know, I think those guys getting involved in, and everybody kind of from young to old taking control of the music and the culture, and you know, policing ourselves.
Pretty much.
You know, way to go. You know, kind of talking about how we hear how hip hop is dead and how that cuts deep. You know, a couple of days ago, I saw a video you had done in response to a deadmau5 statement on DJing. Obviously, you know, for those that don't know, deadmau5 is a electronica trance producer. He's also a professional internet troll.
True.
But he made a comment, basically that DJs, you know, I guess DJs are not talented. They're ripping off other true artists. So, just I guess speak on that and kind of the haterism that you have to deal with as an artist.
Yeah, I mean it's a good point. I mean, with that situation specifically, it was something I read that he said, and it was, you know, it was very offensive. You know, he said DJs, and he said that we had no place in the industry, and a lot of other expletives. But you know, at that point, I just felt the need to say something. Whether you thought of me as a nobody, I didn't care. I had to speak on it. You know, it's something that I hold dear, you know, and that's what I came up doing. And I know from doing it that it's not easy to do. You know, this isn't like some little thing that everybody can just pick up and now do, although people think they can. It takes years of practice and years of studying. So, and I've not perfected my craft. I'm always learning, but so I took it personal, and you know, I felt the need to speak on it, and so I did. But you know, as far as that goes, I'm pretty much done with it. You know, people still comment on it to this day. I've gone back and forth whether I should take it down or not, but just because it gets a little ridiculous. And I'm pretty much over it, and I learned that this is kind of what he does, just, you know.
Yeah.
But as far as the haters in general, I just kind of, over time, have learned. It used to affect me, but now I just can't give it any attention. You know, I just realized that I just got to focus on the music that I want to do and make sure that I'm coming from the proper place within me and presenting it to the people correctly, and just let it be. And you know, people are always going to speak. People are always going to have opinions and say negative things. But you know, if you're doing what you love, I just learned to tune it out and keep it moving.
Yeah, definitely. So, as far as any upcoming shows, do you have any tour coming up or any live shows? I mean, as far as you as DJ Face, where can I see Sean Armstrong, the MC?
Yeah, and again, you can always stay up on what I'm doing. Next week when the album drops, the website will be up, djfacemusic.com, so all of that will be listed there. You can find me spinning in DC pretty much everywhere. But once the album drops, I'm working on right now actually booking shows. So right after the album drops, I'll be starting here in DC, doing a few shows, and then heading to Baltimore and regional areas like that before I spread out and go anywhere else. But yeah, the focus right now, actually this moment, tomorrow, I'll be, you know, discussing more dates and booking shows and things of that nature. So that's all happening at the moment. But it's looking good for the album, so I'm excited right now.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing it. So remember, you can catch that November 19th release is the release date. We'll be sure to send out the links for that, and you know, any upcoming videos you can find on ashytojazzy.com. Sean, really appreciate you taking the time again to hang out with us, and
thank you.
You know, really looking forward to hearing the album, and good luck to you in the future.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Since the days of Rock Him, I knew I had that soul. With Adidas on my feet, rap became my goal. And I hold on to dreams like people do grudges. Reputation clean, you will find no smudges. My balls and my words, but you know how the rest go. A cobra spitting venom and I shine like Destro. My best flow appeared like said presto. Rap's Frankie Beverly, so before I let go, I give y'all a sermon. Call me Erica Creflo. Pay attention.